So what are some of your thoughts in terms of customer feedback and some of the things that you would love for our customers to be thinking of when they think of ANZ?
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, customers are navigating the environment depending what industry they're in, and what they really want is insight. And a lot of that insight today comes from, we call it data, and it comes from the data. And, what's remarkable in the last few years really has been we've sort of moved from theory to reality in terms of the data opportunity. I mean, it was always theoretically possible that we would have all this data and have it at our fingertips. But of course, cost of technology and data imperfection made all that, as I said, theoretically true, but not actually true. And of course, now it is real. And we see in the bank ourselves, and we see a lot and we've learned a lot from industrial companies, and I think generally industrial companies have been much further ahead in the way they think about data in terms of their processes and management. It sort of goes back a long way to the whole Six Sigma idea of, and lean manufacturing, etc. Well, that's really now transformed everything. And from the bank's perspective, we sit in a really, I think, relatively unique position, because a lot of what we're really interested in today is that economic data and customer behavior. What are customers doing? And of course, it's not that long ago we would wait for, government statistics to tell us what happened 2 and 3 months ago. And now we're literally able to see what's happening in real time, what people are doing with their money, where they're spending, how they're spending it, etc. And being able to take that data and package it up and be able to supply it to customers so that they can make better decisions. Because ultimately that's what we're here to help people do, make better decisions, more timely decisions, more informed decisions. And, it's really for us to be able to put that capability at the fingertips of our customers. And I think that's a pretty exciting thing. I think I know we're only at the very, very beginning of that capability. And it's really starting to unlock a lot of value. And we see that, as I said, from our customers today. And it's really exciting, particularly, Tammy, as you know, when we're able to mingle, our data with our customers' data and put the two together in an anonymized way, but be able to say, what are the insights we can see from working together? And we've been spending a lot of time and money building that capability and putting in the right sort of structures that allow us to, for example, take a customer's data, what they're seeing, take ours, put it together, do the analysis, and then really drive insights from that. And I think that's going to be a real value driver for the future. And that's true, by the way. It doesn't matter what industry you're in, whether you're in the FMCG business or you're in the mining sector or you're in the T&E business, doesn't really matter. But I think that whole drive to really drive insightful, valuable information that allow you to make better decisions to build competitive advantage over the longer term.
Yeah, well, we certainly know from previous Peter Lee responses, survey responses from our customers, that they want that access to data. They want the insights from their bankers. They want to be able to do things also on their own terms as well. Of course, they do like to pick up a phone and call a banker when needed, particularly when there's liquidity involved. But for some of those day-to-day insights or transactions, they really just want to be able to do it at the touch of the finger. And that's why surveys like Peter Lee are so important to banks, and certainly to ANZ. I mean, we spend a lot of time reading through the anonymous responses and funding a lot of projects and improvements across the board based on the insights that are provided from our customers.
Yeah, I think it's an interesting, that's the data for us, right? I mean, we really want to understand how we can do a better job, or where we're not doing a good job, or where we're missing or exceeding customer expectations. And sadly, sadly, because it's a burden on many of our customers, I understand that. One of the only ways we can do that is through surveys. And I understand in today's world, people feel a bit surveyed to death. Feel like you're always being asked to fill out surveys and tick boxes and happy faces or sad faces or something. But I just know that at ANZ, we take that really seriously, and that feedback generate, it's not something that, we just sort of do over a week and move on. It actually informs our prioritization, our investment slate, the things we think about for the future. We actively use that data ourselves and then map out quite a significant amount of work and investment to respond and really seek to either close the gaps or to extend things that we're doing well and get better at them. So it's a very, very important part of the ANZ way of thinking in terms of customer satisfaction and how we really drive leadership.